Welcome to Pokemon Snap, a game where you take pictures of the classic 150 Pokemon. Wait, there are only 63 Pokemon that appear in this game? And 6 that only appear as signs? Well dang, HAL Laboratories! Why can't I take a picture of Name Cut Pokemon here? They pretty much got all the popular ones from that time. Play as Todd Snap, who is on a mission from Professor Oak to take pictures of the wild Pokemon that live on Pokemon Island. Is there any island that doesn't have Pokemon on or around it in this universe? Try to lure out shy Pokemon with items to either get them in fun photogenic positions, or make some evolve the way the Pokedex says they can, like a Magikarp going up a waterfall to become a Gyarados. Watch a Slowpoke become a Slowbro by having a Shelder bite its tail, and more! There are 7 locations you can ride through on Pokemon Island to take pictures of wild Pokemon. Yes, I said ride, because you are basically playing a photography rail shooter in a contraption called the 01, which is an all-terrain safari vehicle. The machine does not have steering, so whether you are on land, in the water, or in the air, you are on a set path made by Professor Oak. So take pictures before you reach the zone goal. Sometimes a Pokemon will get in the way of the 01. If that happens, it will automatically stop, just so you know. As I mentioned earlier, there are some items you can use, such as apples, pester balls, and the Pokeflute. Use apples to lure Pokemon to a location for interesting photos, like getting Pikachu onto a surfboard. Pester balls to either flush out, knock out, or stun them, and use the Pokeflute to awaken sleeping Pokemon like in red, blue, green, and yellow. I can't talk about this game without mentioning the sticker stations, which were these kiosks that, when you put in your copy of Pokemon Snap, you could actually print out pictures you took. They were essentially N64s with a printer, and only found at Blockbuster in the United States, and Lawson in Japan. Interesting feature that cost like $3 a session for 16 stamp-sized stickers. Interestingly again, when this game was ported to the Wii for the Virtual Console, instead of being able to print stamps, you could save your pictures to the Wii message board and share them with your friends. For those who weren't aware, this was the first Pokemon game to feature 3D Pokemon. And to see them in natural environments in a safari-like setting, it blew our minds when it first came out. It was a simpler time, and we all wanted a sequel for decades. This classic N64 game gets a B. If you love the Pokemon franchise, this is one spin-off you should give a try. Interestingly, it also has voice acting from the Pokemon anime series, both for Professor Oak and the Pokemon. I do wish there were more than just 63 Pokemon, but I understand why that was limited. At least they all appear in the next game we'll talk about. Who here likes Clefairy and Simon Says?